Hey guys, welcome back to Curl Talk Unfiltered. I'm Talya.
And I'm Cass.
I'm Tae.
You guys, we have a special guest with us today. This is Tae Aesthetic.
Period.
She's amazing. We're so happy to have her.
I'm so happy to be here.
She is a curly specialist. She's amazing. Anything that she says, take it to heart, write it down. She's incredible. Let's start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's start with catching up. What have you guys been up to?
Oh, well, I went on vacation.
Period.
I went to Chicago and New York because I needed a little break, even though that's a really busy vacation to have. But I saw Beyonce.
Yeah.
So,
Period.
you know, that was like the highlight of the trip. It's like that was
Yeah.
really the only reason why I went to Chicago to see Beyonce.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I mean, it probably wasn't long enough. I mean, it was 6 days, so it was a long time, but it wasn't like a long enough refresh for me.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good time.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, actually something that I've been into lately that I'm
What?
thinking about
What?
in my extracurricular time is horses. I've been obsessed with horses.
Oh my God. I've been going to
Really?
that rodeo
Same.
now. I've been going to the rodeo, girl. Like,
Oh my
I be walking
gosh.
around talking about qualified bull rides. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm talking about I be at the Red River. Like,
Oh
put
my-
me where the cowboys are
We're
at.
hanging out.
Oh,
We're
yes.
seriously
Yes.
hanging
We're
out.
going
Yes.
to find the Cowboys.
Where are the Cowboys
I
at?
need a cowboy, baby.
Seriously, I've been going to this ranch and riding horses like 3 times a
Are
week.
you serious?
Yes.
Oh, she about to
I'm coming.
pull up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Oh my
about
God.
purchasing a horse. I know none of my friends are into horses.
I love horseback riding.
I'm trying to live my best Heartland life.
You wanna go too?
Okay.
I love horseback riding.
Oh my
yeah.
God, really?
Oh, we're going
it's
horseback
an outing
riding
now.
Yes.
Yes. You know what's funny? I thought about texting you guys and being like, let's dress up cowgirl for Beyonce's Cowboy Carter.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
to be funny.
Missed opportunity.
Do you know that my cowgirl hat is sitting on my table
Is
at
it
home?
really?
And I
Mine
was like,
too.
I want to wear it for my outfit.
Shut up. Oh my gosh. I was
That's
thinking the same
That's
thing.
crazy.
That's crazy.
And this is why I need to lean into my
You
intuition.
do. You
I
need
was
to
like,
just
don't
say
think that's
it.
crazy. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
no,
say it.
that would have ate. Like,
Oh,
that'd be so
yeah.
cute.
I'm thinking about purchasing a horse. I texted
What?
my dad the other day. Yeah.
you're gonna buy one?
No,
I'm
she's
like,
the
why
most
not?
like not impulsive, but impulsive, like random. Like I want my car to be pink. Okay, her car is now pink. Like
Wow.
That's what I've been into. But
No.
I'm so glad that we all love horses.
I think I'm a
I don't wanna
cowgirl.
take
So
care of them,
can't
though.
nobody tell me I'm not a cowgirl.
Yes.
I am a cowgirl.
am a
Doesn't
cowgirl.
matter. I know,
Exactly.
especially like being at the Beyonce concert. Everybody got their cowboy
Yeah,
hats on. I'm
the
like,
energy,
ooh, yes.
like-
and I'm in Chicago, but I'm from Texas, so I'm like, y'all are
Yeah,
fake.
yeah.
Everybody here is fake, and I'm the real.
I'm the real country person.
I love that. That's so funny. That is so
Literally.
funny.
Well, Tay, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, how you got into this, how long you've been doing hair.
Period. Okay, so in November, I will have been licensed for 4 years. Okay, I started in 2020. Worked, went to cosmetology school. So I used to be pre-med in undergrad, worked at a hospital, lived in Portugal, was in surgery all the time. And after doing it, for so long, I was like, this is not what I want to do. So I had a fellowship. I came back and I decided I wouldn't be doing this for me. I would be doing it because it was a prestigious profession and really because my dad wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, no, this ain't the way. Changed my major to math, graduated undergrad, and got a finance job in Dallas. I did that for a year. And, I was with someone at the time and I was talking to them about how I used to do hair in college, and I would do people's silk presses every now and again. And I was like, maybe we both said, let's do something for ourselves that our future self will thank us for. So we would do like these self-care Sundays and he would do his thing. And I was like, I'm going to post that I used to do silk presses and I'm going to show them my work and see if people come.
Yeah.
And I told myself, in Dallas, nobody wants to take care of their real hair, so nobody's going to come. Everybody just wants wigs and braids, you know? And so I started doing it and I really immediately saw it as a business. And I was like, okay, I fell back in love with it. So I started looking into the science of stuff, was at my job, got miserable, told God I wanted to leave. He told me to wait. And then when he told me I could finally go, I was like, wait, I done got back comfortable. And he was like, if you don't go, you're gonna get stuck. Real big on my relationship with God. I listened to him, okay?
Yep.
And so I left, and during undergrad, one of my best friends, she used to be like, why don't you go to cosmetology school? I was like, I don't want to go to nobody else's school after undergrad, not for another year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And you just know that cosmetology school is long, you know? Yep. But it just so happened at the time that was when they switched the hours. From Texas to fit from 15 to 1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they switched it from 15 to 1,000, so the programs got shorter.
Okay,
and so they could be more focused on taking your test. You know what I'm saying? And so found a program. I started in March. I was done by October. It was a 7-month program. I finished in 6.
Wow. Where'd you go?
Ogle.
Yeah, where did you go?
Okay.
And where'd you go, Talya?
I went to Aveda.
Oh, okay. And I'm a Paul Mitchell kid. So we got the T on everything.
For real, everything. Not the big 3.
All separate cults.
No, for real.
We really are kind of the same person, different fonts.
Yeah, literally. That's so funny. But yeah, I graduated October 15th. The next Friday I took my written. The next Friday I took my practical. I had my license by Halloween. And I just got started. While I was in cosmetology school, I got a suite. Don't be doing that, y'all. Don't get no suite while you're in school. But it helped me pay for school, and I was already good, and people knew about me, so they were just coming, you know. And that's back when, you know, it was normal to use Style Seat, you know. Oh, Lord.
Wait, what is Style Seat?
Oh, you don't know what Style Seat is?
No, is that like an app?
Yes, it's like a booking app, but it's kind of like Airbnb for cosmetic services.
Really?
Yeah, like you just they find you somebody in your area, but it's a problem for stylists because if you want to be promoted or nobody really knows you, then they're gonna charge you for promotion. They're gonna charge you for promotion. They're gonna take a percentage out of everything that you make, you know, and it end up not balancing out. You know what I'm saying? So people usually transition out of it, but a lot of people use it when they're just like looking for people because it'll send you people, you know. And so, I
just know whenever you were in Cosmo school and the girls were hearing that you had your own like hustle on the side and people were knowing you, they were like, I'm trying to be her.
I'm telling you, I didn't think they liked me, y'all. They made me feel like a know-it-all. Yeah, it was like, you think you know everything, and I'm like, no, I just share everything I know, but I do know everything.
And I do. I
do know everything. Yes. But just listen, you know.
Exactly.
And when I graduated, one of my instructors, she was like, you taught me more about natural hair than I ever knew. I used to do her hair while we were in school.
That doesn't surprise me. The texture specialist at my Paul Mitchell, the school, did perms. Like she just taught you how to like do perms on bleached hair.
So was she a texture specialist or a perm specialist?
But she honestly for Paul Mitchell was like a texture specialist for the actual
crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
But we ain't gonna talk about how none of these schools teach you anything. You ain't gonna see a curl in sight.
No.
And I'm telling you, you know, there are phases. Did y'all have phases? So when we would get to phase 5 in cosmetology school, it was like you could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, you're on the floor.
And so there was no, you know. And so I would, even if we were just on our mannequins, I put up all my straight hair mannequins, and I would own like for the entire phase 5. I just worked on it. I did everything on curly.
They sell all the straight hair mannequins at the school. They don't sell the curly hair mannequins up there.
No.
You had like one.
Peep.
I never had one.
They had some, but you had to request them, like special request them for them to get them to you because they weren't the main ones that was being sold. Like actually, I had to get an instructor to go hide one for me just to get. It was crazy. Like that's not the first ones that they would be trying to give out, which is wild. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I was doing wash and goes on my friend Camille in hair school actually. Yeah, but I never had a curly hair mannequin.
That's insane.
And I worked at a salon on the weekends doing like their cleaning and shampooing a couple guests, honestly. But I learned how to do, I just watched the one girl there that at the time was doing curly hair. And so then I was like, Camille, can I start doing this on your hair?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And now I think she's an instructor at a Paul Mitchell somewhere. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. But yeah, they're not teaching you nothing. They're not teaching you nothing. No. But yeah, after I got done, I worked for myself for a whole year, and I told myself, I was like, I've taught myself everything I could teach me. You know, I was doing, I was barely doing wash and goes, but I was doing, you know, silk presses, twists, stuff like that, you know, giving people their precision cuts and putting them on track and teaching them how to take care of their hair. And then I saw this curly cut, you know, this wash and go. Yeah. And I was like, I have to learn this because if I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be the best at what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I need to make sure I got it all up under my belt. And the owner of the salon that I work at the Curl Spot, y'all.
Yes.
On Singleton in Trinity Groves. Come see me. But the owner, she was connected to a girl that I was in school with, and I clung to her. And so she was telling me she would be teaching me stuff. She was actually like a phase or two above me, and she would be teaching me stuff. And then she told me who she was learning it from. And so I was like, I'm gonna reach out to her when I graduate. But I didn't. I did the whole year thing by myself. I reached out, and it was the perfect timing because the air went out at the salon I was working at, and they was not about to fix it.
Which, you know, in Texas, it was 1,000 degrees and wherever.
Imagine
you're trying to do hair.
Imagine trying to do a silk press,
a blow dry
in 100 degrees, and then
There's
they put a portable air conditioner in there that was basically blowing baby breath. Girl, it was blowing baby breath in there. I was like, be for real. Ain't no way I'm gonna get this done. And so, I met up with the owner, and I ended up going over there, and I learned so much, and it really just took off. Like it put me in a different era of my career, which I'm so grateful for. But yeah, now I'm here. Now I'm educated, and you know what I'm saying. And so
Would you ever do a podcast?
Yes.
Yeah, on your own?
Yes.
I love that. What would it be about, or what would it be called, or anything?
I don't. Probably like Curly Conversations or something like that. Like
nobody take that.
Yeah, right.
It's trademarked now.
No, for real. Because I do want to do one, and I've been thinking about it lately. I want to do one with my clients.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, like
I love
having conversations, because we do this all the time.
All
And my
day.
clients, they love to talk. Like they love to talk. So yeah, I've really been considering it. I just got to get out of that perfectionist mindset.
Yeah. And I had the same thing where I'm just like, even editing that first one, like I'm telling Talya, like, I don't know, it's kind of blurry and like stuff like that. And she was like, you put it up. Like we did it.
So
we spent our time doing it.
That.
And if it would have just been me, I probably wouldn't have. But then so many people watched it. So many people are like, and
also
always
it's
asking about
it's the
it.
first episode. Like, it's the first episode. What do you expect?
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing, really. Like,
Y'all really balance each other out, don't y'all? I can tell. Yeah, I love it.
Well, this episode, we're going to be talking about retaining clients, how to retain clients. We've all built up our books, within the last 5 years. So everything that we're saying is all the stuff that like works well for us, things that, because we've definitely tried things that didn't work. And so here's the top notes if you're wanting to build your clientele and also retain the girls that come and see you.
Yes.
Yeah. For me personally, I feel like the main thing that I took note of is just making sure that I'm providing the same service every single time. So every time you come into the salon, you're going to get the same level of service. Like, I don't want it to feel like we just got comfortable and now you're just getting a half-assed service. Like, I want you to really like your hair in the experience every single time. We're going to sit down, we're going to consult. We can be friends, we can have fun, but also like I want us to take your hair seriously at the beginning so we can make sure you are satisfied leaving every time. Because sometimes people will come in, and I've had this where I go see a hairstylist and maybe I have seen them for a while and I feel like it's just the same thing every single time. And we're not really like breaking down what I like and what I dislike because I've been getting the same thing, you know? And so I just feel like it's really important to making sure you're asking your client the right questions and making them comfortable with you so they can bring you things that they might dislike and like. So just, I don't know, being consistent every single time and not getting lazy.
Yeah.
I think that comes from confidence too, of being able, because I think initially whenever you start doing hair, especially if you liked whatever you did the last time, you're just like, so we're doing that same thing again? Because that means that you liked me.
Did you love the bangs or what?
Yeah. And like, if you want to do something different, does that mean that I did something wrong? And should I feel like, and clients pick up on that too. Like before they come in, it's like, oh, if I tell her I want shorter layers, is she going to think I don't like her? I didn't like the layers last time.
Yes.
And it's just that like, there's a bunch of good ways to cut hair and different haircuts, and they might just want something else. You did a good job, but
you want to let them know that they have options.
Yeah,
a lot of people think that they don't,
and they get nervous to tell you. It's like, no, we have this relationship. You can tell me if you want something to be different about you. It's your hair,
right?
Like,
and you seem like a more confident, better stylist if you're going to ask them like, what do you want to change? Because that says also like, I know I did a good job last time, but what new do you want to do? Instead of just being like, we're doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Or what do you want me to do differently? You know what I'm saying? What can I do differently? Is there any, like you said, is there anything you want to change? And I think that's why it's so important to be honest. You know, for me, that's really how I build my clientele. That's how I connect with my clients, because people are coming from this social media hair space where they get all this information and they just want somebody to be real with them. You know what I'm saying? They just want somebody to be honest with them about where their hair is, what it could potentially do, what they're doing wrong, and what they need to start doing, you know, because I tell people all the time, like, my clients, they come in my chair for me to tell them what to do. And once they learn, if you coming up in here, it's just because you want me to touch you.
Yeah.
like for real, because you know, like, I educate you so much, and I'm so real with you that once you know, you can't unknow. There's no way you can go back to using the same stuff. There's no way you can go back to having the same hair habits, you know. And so, just having those honest conversations with them, and not filling their head up with steam treatments and lies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's so common right now. It's like, if I'm just selling you a service, just you want some steam for the aesthetic,
Here you go.
right ahead. You
Yeah.
pay this extra $50 to $60 or whatever, but not telling you that that's not what your hair needs, or not telling you that that's, you know what I'm
This
saying?
is a Band-Aid.
Exactly.
If you don't change the things at home,
It don't
It's not gonna
matter.
change, yeah.
Because we blame, like, a lot of people are coming in blaming the products. They're blaming, you know what I'm saying, the old stylists. They're blaming all of these things, when really, have you checked your habits? You blaming that shampoo and conditioner, but do you even shampoo your hair enough to be hydrated?
Are you doing
know
it
what I'm
twice
saying?
when you get an air plate?
Are you that's what I'm saying.
is
Like,
it in the bun?
Yeah.
All
All
the
the
are you,
time.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where is the breakage coming from? Is it
Yeah.
coming from their product, or because you're wearing that ponytail all the time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
ponytail
Like,
is my number one op with my clients. Like, I'm just like,
I want them to be free from the shackles of that ponytail. I'm
Y'all talking about
telling
me?
you.
The ponytail.
I need to
Girl.
be free from the ponytail.
they're like, so can I do a clip? I'm like, it depends. Are you going to do a clip one day a week, or are you going to do the clip 9 days a week?
And are you
Like-
gonna wear it in the same spot?
Yes.
Like, do you gotta
Tell
sleep
them,
in
I'm
that
like,
clip?
at least move it around.
Move it around.
Like, yesterday, mom was up here. Now it's up here.
I be like, take
Talya's
that
got the
clip
ultimate
out when
guide.
you get home. Take that ponytail down when you get home, because ain't
Yes.
nobody looking
Yeah,
at
nobody-
you.
Nobody cares.
Exactly.
I'm
Yes.
telling you.
That's mine too. I'm just like, you don't need it all the
When you're
time.
at home. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
They'll
loosen
be
it
like,
up.
but I have to. I work from home. I'm like, you don't have to.
And now you wonder why you got breakage in that one
that
part of
one
your
part,
head,
yep.
or
Oh,
you
this-
don't even know because it's in the back.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or they know and they'll be like, my hair's always been a
It's
different
just
texture
weird
right there.
No.
They're like, yeah, it's always a little funny in
Yeah,
that.
no,
I'm
ma'am.
like, girl, it's 2 inches.
No,
Like,
ma'am. So yeah, that having those honest conversations, that is how I build relationship, and it makes them want to come back, because it's like, I've had clients cry in my chair just because I was honest with them. They were just so relieved, and it's like, they would sit there and be like, I didn't expect to be getting all of this from you, or they would come in expecting for me to be quiet and not say anything, and it's like, you giving me way more than I thought I was gonna get. Like,
Have you ever had anyone be like, not into it?
oh yes, ma'am.
Over like kind of like the tough love vibe or something?
Absolutely. And
How does
you
that
know,
go?
with those people, I'm still real with them.
Yep.
Like, at the end, I'm not gonna change who I am.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about delivery. So you have to know how to talk to who you're talking to. Right. Everybody needs it a different way, and I'm a feeler. Like, I feel everybody. I feel everything.
Yep.
And so I could be saying something that's really harsh and really stern, because my clients say that I'm strict, and they're not complaining. They just like, Tay, don't play. You know.
Yeah.
And so I know I can't come in here lying to her. I know I can't tell
She
her
gonna
that I'm
figure it
doing
out.
something. Because I'm going to look at you
Yeah.
and tell, what you been doing to this hair?
Yeah.
You know, and they be like, you know. And so, I actually had a client one time who she will never be back. And so it's fine. But I had a client one time, and she was just like, I don't trust you. Like, how you gonna tell me what to do? I said,
why are you in here?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, why are you here? Because you saw my work. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw the results and you saw people. And so she didn't want to throw away what she was using at home. That was what it was.
What was
'Cause,
it?
Yeah, it was a bunch of trash.
Yeah.
a bunch of trash. And I'm like, that's not gonna get you where you want to go. So she sat down, and I'm telling her, you know, giving her the rundown. She's telling me what she's doing at home, and I'm telling her what she needs to change and what we're gonna change and what I'm gonna teach her today. And when I was like, okay, I need you to throw this away, I need you to throw that, I really need you to throw all of that away, because it's giving you buildup, it's full of oil, it's full of silicone, and it's ultimately going to cause you damage. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna give you, and I tell all of them, I'm going to give you a regimen and a routine that you don't have to add anything to or take anything away from.
Exactly.
You'll just do this.
Yep.
And it's going to be worth it because the products I'm giving you are clean and they're concentrated. So there's not so much water in these products that you're going to run out of them fast, right? She was like, well, I'm not trying to be funny, but I just met you. I don't
Okay,
trust
but
you.
was your routine working or not? And
it's
that's why you
not.
came. So
Exactly.
now I'm telling you, that's why your hair
And
looked the way it did.
Unfortunately, we have a different battle to fight as curly stylists because people are coming to us thinking that they already know everything. Because that's
social media.
That's social media. They're not talking about straight hair. They're not talking about blow drying hair. They're talking about how to make your curls pop. And they think they know everything. So they're not knowing you're using products that are full of oil and silicone. So they're giving you buildup. Every time you use this, you're using it on top of itself. And nobody's using anything at home that's strong enough to pull that stuff off. We're the ones detoxing them. We're the ones pulling it off. And if we don't, I call all the regular products, all the Cantus and Miels and all of the stuff that everybody is using, the fast food of hair care.
Yes.
Y'all might not want to hear it, but that is the fast food of hair care. It gives you a quick fix. It gives you what you need for the moment. It make you feel like your curls pop, but it is full of plastic, full of silicone. The job of silicone is to coat your strands and to make them appear smoother and shinier. But over time, you get dehydrated. You get buildup. You know what I'm saying? And so now you need to be switched to cleaner things. And baby, she didn't want to hear that. She's like, I spent all this money, and they who is that?
Who's that?
Yeah, you don't know me, but you know this girl on TikTok.
They told They told
You
me to
trust
use
her?
it. Her hair looks like mine. You don't know what condition her hair is in. You don't know how long it took for her hair to get there. You don't know why her hair is the way it is. You don't even know if that's her real curl pattern or if it's manipulated. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, or if she has heat damage, or if she has color. And so these things make a difference in the way that her hair sits, falls, and the way that it receives water and product. Like, you don't know any of that. You're just watching the video and you convince yourself that this person looks like you. So I'm gonna do what they're doing.
They're just selling you a product at all times. Like,
So it's a marketing tactic, and unfortunately the curly hair community, I'm telling you, the curly hair community is one of the most vulnerable and prideful at the same time, because all you have to do is slap curly on natural, something, they buying kinky, it. Coily, you throw somebody on there with some curls and they gonna buy it. Then you end up with a cabinet full of products that you don't use.
Somebody told you got 3B, now you're buying everything that says it's for 3B hair when it's all just curl cream.
When that curl chart is not a real thing. And almost everybody now knows that was a marketing tactic to sell products in the 70s. Oprah Stylist, y'all, made this chart to sell his products that y'all ain't never even heard of. And 4C is not on that chart.
4C is not on there.
Is not on that chart.
There's so many curl types that aren't on there.
Do you hear me? And everybody has so many different curl patterns all over their head that your curl should not be the determining factor for how you style your hair. That it's not even a factor when it comes to choosing products. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it has everything to do with your texture and the look that you're going for, not the wave or ringlet of your curl, the diameter of your curl.
Telling y'all right now, when you sit down and say, I think it's 3B, that does nothing for me when I'm picking your products. That I don't even now what? What am I doing with this information?
I finished a client this week, and at the end she was like, so what hair do I have?
Girl, I'm like you have low porosity. Yeah, like, why does that matter after I just showed you what to do? Why do we still need to know the curl type?
And I'm telling y'all, when me and that lady got done, the one who wasn't feeling it, she was like, I love my hair so much. Oh my God, I've never seen it like this.
Of course.
But you still don't want to throw away.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you gave me all that, but too, you do have to talk about the fact that you do have to build trust with people. But it works both ways. You can't come in here guarded, and I can't come in here guarded either. You know what I'm saying? We both have to be open to listen and to receive, because you're fighting against me because I'm telling you the truth, but I didn't fight against you when you was telling me your history. Right? You know what I'm saying? I didn't beat you up when you was telling me all the stuff that you was doing wrong. I'm gonna make a face now. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a face, and I'm gonna get on you, but I can do that because I'm the one that's gonna correct it.
Right.
Yep.
I'm the one that's gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's gonna put you where you need to be, and ultimately you're going to be relieved because I'm gonna show you what your hair can do for real, and not just in a way of, oh, it's healthy. You're gonna love the way that it looks now.
Yeah.
Because some people are just they are okay with, okay, let me just shampoo my hair enough and let me just go get my hair trimmed a little bit, but they hate the way it looks. They don't know how to style it. They don't know what to use.
What's the point?
Exactly.
Like, what's the point of having long hair?
I want you to be confident in your hair, and I want you to be able to wear it, you know. And so, yeah, when you partner with a stylist, allow yourself to partner with them. Allow it to be a real partnership. Don't go in there guarded. Listen to what they're telling you, and at least go home and practice it, because you'll give everything else in the world a chance before you give a hairstylist a chance.
You'll listen to all the people on TikTok before you listen to what I say.
And this is the person that's like, he literally chose this job so that she or he could service you, so that we can help you. And this is specifically for the people who are passionate about what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not here just for a check. We just ended up in a career doing what we love, and the money came with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
were we just talking about this? Like, the money comes. Like, whenever you really love what you do, it will come.
It will come.
And so that just happened here for us.
And
so
we're here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we trying to educate y'all. We trying to put y'all in a better place so that y'all are not gullible and vulnerable when y'all are out here being sold all of this stuff and being told all of these lies about y'all hair, and people convincing y'all that it's gonna grow faster because you use this and use that. No, let us teach you about growth cycles. Let us teach you about ingredients and the concentrations of these ingredients. Let us teach you product functions, because if you don't know you don't know the function of the gel you're using, if you don't know the function of the foam you're using, or the leave-in or the cream or whatever it is, you're not gonna know the placement of it. You're not gonna know how to use it, and ultimately you're not gonna know how to do your hair at home. You're just gonna be dependent on me to do it, and that's not the life that I want for anybody that's curly. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to come into me when it's time for your haircuts, and to be able to do your hair at home if that's what you choose. I have a bunch of people who come in every week, every 2 weeks, because that's their lifestyle. That's what fits them. You know, and it's important to know your client's lifestyle as well, because some people will guilt trip themselves into being curly, guilt trip themselves into being straight, all of these things. And so I'm constantly having to convert people from straight to curly, or curly to straight, because it either is or is not working for them, you know. And so yeah.
So in another way to how I retain clients, or I guess try to, is by pre-booking them, because then it gets them on a schedule. Do you pre-book? If so, like, how do you go about doing so? You don't at all? Okay.
I kind of, so I have people who, and I think it's because of the way that my services work and the way that I have them set up. So because majority of my clientele is educated by me, then I see them when it's time for their haircut. Okay. And that's the majority of my people who are curly. My silk press girls, I see them either once or twice a month. Most of their silk presses are lasting a whole month, you know, and so they're coming back to get their hair redone, because that's how they wear their hair most of the time. But for my people who are curly, they doing their own hair at home. So I have to, for the people who are curly and they don't want to do their own hair at home, they pre-book themselves. So they'll be under the dryer booking their next appointment. Right, you know what I'm saying? Or they walk out the door and they book their next appointment. But yeah, I just have them set themselves up on the schedule. And two, because if you're coming to me for your curly cut, then I'm seeing you every 3 to 4 months. Right. And so nobody's booking that. Nobody's allowed to book that far out for me, because you don't know what you're doing in 3 to 4 months. And you booked that today, and then you cancel 2 weeks before. Like, it's kind of
now you
pointless.
Can't get back on.
You see what I'm saying? It's just kind of pointless. But I think that it allows them the freedom to just like pick and choose when they want to come. But if you go outside of 4 months, then you're no longer loyal. So that's what keeps it. It's still like a level of control that kind of keeps everybody accountable. And so if you're like, let's say you come in today for your new client curly cut, you have 3 to 4 months to come back for your next curly cut. You can pick 3 or 4. You go outside of 4, it's new. Nobody want to pay that new price all over again.
Right, yeah. So they're gonna keep coming.
Exactly, but also it keeps them accountable with their haircuts, because when you grow out of that cut, the cut is gone. You know what I'm saying? Right. And them ends is splitting up. So that's where the accountability comes in. So I don't ever really have to pre-book anybody
because they do it themselves.
Yeah,
I
and Tae's
do.
books open up like on the
Monthly.
21st
of every
for the
month,
next month.
for the next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
openings for those clients to get in whenever they need
Yeah,
to.
whenever they need to get in, and if somebody needs something last minute, it might be available. The you know, the busy days that everybody know are busy, those get booked up right away, like the weekends and stuff like that. But yeah, it allows a freedom for me and for them. I feel like, you know, because some people, it's a whole bunch of people who they don't know they need to come in until the last minute. Or think about that gap, that 3 to 4 month gap where you don't need a haircut, but you might want your hair done for something, even though you know how to do it at home. You just like, I want
somebody else to
you
do
know
it.
what I'm saying? And so
I think for me, the main reason why I pre-book is so returning clients are priority, because I get a lot of my clientele from TikTok, and so there was a moment of time where it was all new people, and all my returners are texting me, DMing me like, "Girl, what's going on?" I'm like, "Girl, it's booked," because you didn't pre-book, and so I pre-book. I try and pre-book all of them. If they can't, because some of them, that's just not the lifestyle, and that's fine. But also don't expect an appointment to be available next week if that's how you decide to run your books.
Yes.
But then now I have like new clients. They're DMing me like, "Hey, so when are your books open?" I'm like, "They're open, but all my returners have the spots." So
That's
you just
nice.
gotta get lucky, I guess, you know, because I want them to feel prioritized.
Right.
You know, I don't want them to feel like they're just another person to me.
Yep.
So
That makes sense, and I've been thinking that because my books are open like forever. Like basically, if you want to book next January,
that is crazy.
But I'm not gonna accept it. Like some people do go way far out, and I'm like, why are you doing this? And maybe it's like their wedding or like something like that. And I'm like,
special.
oh, okay, cool, we'll keep it. But if you're just someone random, like a couple days ago, somebody requested it was a consultation for like 2 or 3 months from now. I'm like, no, I'm not accepting that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Because you don't know what you're going to be doing in 2 to 3 months, and you're not going to come.
And why are we waiting that long to consult about something?
Yes.
What are we talking? You going to forget what you want to talk about?
I'm thinking about taking the consultations off.
I hate
I'm taking the consultations off. Back before my books were full, I was like, sure, come in. But now I'm like, I'm sorry. Come to the appointment or don't. Like,
and that's me. Like I know y'all be needing consultations, but it's like
comfortable.
Yes, but it's a lot of y'all. Y'all know the service y'all want. Y'all just scared to book it. Just book it.
It's like you can DM me and ask me.
Exactly, and that's for me. That's how I know you're serious. Like if you just book the appointment, you know that you're going to get a consultation in the service at the beginning of the service. So we're going to figure something out for you, even if we got to change the service to something else or cater it to what you really need. Like just book the appointment. Like because there are particular things like color and things like that, or you know, if you're getting tape-ins or extension services, but stuff that's simply like a haircut and you getting your curls done, or like a silk, you don't need a consultation for services like that
at the beginning of that
and we're gonna give you everything you need in that appointment. Like you're not gonna have to worry about anything. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm real big on letting you know up front, if we changing the service, this is the change, this is how much it costs to prevent that shock value and all of that. Like we gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna withhold nothing from you, or like just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna switch it and be like, hey, this the price at the end, and you like, I thought I was paying this much. Like you're not. And when you're dealing with honest stylists, you don't have to worry about that. And I know a lot of y'all just scared. Like it's okay, it's okay. But you know, when you are searching for somebody, most of y'all are looking at our pages for months at a time, looking at our pages for years, and then y'all finally come. Like y'all got to remove that barrier of fear if you want to go somewhere with your hair for real.
Just trust it.
Just trust it. Just trust it.
And it is unfortunate because a lot of people in the natural hair community they got some kind of trauma. And so now it's hard for them to trust people that actually know what they're doing. But also, I feel like on our pages, for example, we've shown you multiple times that we know what we're doing. So it's like, you can trust me, just book the appointment. And sometimes I feel like the consultation, it's just a waste of time, like a separate consultation appointment, because I'm just telling you to book a full highlight when I could have told you that over DM.
I could.
And I really do think they just want to meet you and talk to you. And I'm like, I am a personality on TikTok, and you see who I am there.
I talk to you.
Yeah, do you guys answer your DMs? Like if somebody's like, hey, I got a question.
Not on TikTok. On Instagram.
You do? All of them?
I mean, if it's something that needs to be answered.
Y'all about to laugh at me. So
what is it?
For me, I feel like I answer people who give me realistic questions.
Right.
People who playing in my DMs. you playing in my DMs, you trying to be homegirls and you trying to get a free service out of me, or you trying to get me to tell you everything I know through
already.
a DM.
Absolutely
no, ma'am,
not.
we're not doing that.
What
And
products
it's
would
not
you recommend?
It's not
Disappointment?
because I'm gatekeeping. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. With the methods that I use for my curls, I could tell you everything I'm using. When you go home and try it, you're going to hate it.
Yes.
If I don't teach you how to use it, you're going to
gonna
hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you how many people have come to me, gotten education, and I'm pulling out their regimen. They're like, I have that. I have that. I have that. I hated it. Now they love it because they know how to use it, and they know the function of it. Like, those product functions, y'all have to know product functions. And so it's not enough for me to just tell you what I'm using, you know. And so you're never gonna catch me doing that. I don't care how nobody feel about it, because if I'm giving you something, I want you to get the best out of it, and I want you to know how to use it. You're not about to be saying, Tay gave me this, and my hair was crazy and it looked like this, because I didn't teach you. I didn't have the opportunity to teach you. Like,
100%. And it's just like, oh, can I book an appointment? I'm not answering.
No, where are you
located?
located? Don't.
It's in the bio.
It's in the
the
bio.
link
Like,
is
I'm
right
there.
Right. And you know, I heard somebody saying, like, well, when y'all tell people link in bio, it's not personable and it doesn't make any. What about social media is like that?
Like, I'm trying to make this effective and efficient. I don't have time to answer these DMs for you all day long when the questions are right there, because I made an FAQ, whatever it is,
The
for
answers
you
are
to
right
see.
there.
Yeah.
Like, no.
On our booking system, it shows you like how many clients you have or have seen, whatever, and like mine's almost up to 1,000. If 1,000 people texted me, can I book an appointment?
You would never get booked.
I would be not doing hair, because it's way too much.
It's inconvenient.
Hey
I had a
girl, I just saw
DM
that
me.
you have appointments available. Was just wondering if
Wondering if I could get
take
that.
new clients.
Yeah.
Book the appointment.
Does it say
appointment.
where I don't take new clients?
Yeah.
Like,
and have you even been on there to look at the services, the prices,
Yes.
if there is any availability? Like, you ain't even clicked on the link yet.
Yeah. Hey,
And-
girlie, just wanted to see prices.
Yeah.
Prices and availability. Get on the link.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
we're
like,
gonna be
I just
saying this until we're blue in the face. Like, it's like beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna keep asking. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just it is what it is.
Yeah, and I say it more of in a funny way, like everyone laugh with me, because I'm really not mad at you, but I'm not answering.
Yeah,
and
no.
to me, we're not even being harsh. It's just a boundary that's set. But because y'all have to consider that people who are educating, people who are teaching people new methods and things like this, we have to save a lot of our energy for our appointments. We have to save a lot of our brain for all of that time. And so we gonna give you what you need, but you got to make the first step by making an appointment. You know what I'm saying? Us sitting in here having constant over and over again conversations through DMs and trying to convince you, that's not going to do anything for you or us. You know what I'm saying? It's a respect of time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to respect your time and you're going to respect mine too.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
And so I feel like a lot of people don't see it that way. They're just like, you need to answer me and you need to say this and you gatekeeping and you not telling me this and telling me that.
It's like a servant mentality. They're like, yeah, you work for me.
I don't work for you.
Yeah, I
That's
haven't even
the other
spent any
thing.
money.
Just because I'm a service provider does not mean that I serve you.
Yeah.
I don't work
At
for
your
you. I
appointment.
work for myself. Exactly. I work for myself, but I service you when you're in my chair. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, baby, you better not text me about no hair after no 6 o'clock. I don't care who it is.
That phone is on D&D.
I don't care who it is.
No.
That's gonna have to wait till the next morning or until I see you.
Yeah.
Because you text me at 10 o'clock at night talking about something. Why my curl ain't bouncing like the other one at the end? That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
be for real,
stuff like
y'all.
that is just like, please.
Like, please
Yeah.
be for real.
Yes, and if you're a hairstylist listening to this and you're thinking about, I will also say, we're booked. Like, if you're not booked, answer those DMs.
Yeah. I mean, because, when I was building, I got you right now. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what
These are
time
my
of
favorite
day.
products.
Yeah.
Here's the links.
But now I'm like, oh, she's on sleep mode at 7 o'clock. It's not happening.
Yes, like not a minute too early should you stop answering DMs. But by the time that you have a wait list and people are booked and you're literally busy and you're burning out, on the verge of burning out constantly, and got to take vacations and still not feeling, don't answer those DMs because they don't matter. People
just don't have
fill
the
them
mental
anyways.
capacity for it.
And we talking about the DMs that don't make sense.
Yeah, not the ones that are-
not
yeah.
the ones that have substance, because that's really to help y'all that's DMing us. Ask some real questions. Like, ask something that you can't find on our page, and if you can go and find it on our page, do that first. Go look for it on our page first. If you can't find it, then DM it.
Yep.
But if you asking basic stuff or stuff like
That I laid out for you already.
girl, like or just
there.
DMing me talking about I want to book with you. What you? What do you want me to say to that?
Girl, put that in the comment section and boost my post.
Right, there we
You
go.
know, like even if somebody books their appointment and then they're like, I just booked you, like I saw their
Yeah,
name
I've
pop
got
up right
that
on
before.
it, and I'm be like, I can't wait to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't wait to see you. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
But like you asking crazy questions like, I can't come to you, but I need you to teach me how to do my child's
that's a
hair.
no.
Yeah.
Woo! I get that all the time.
I need you to.
One thing about me,
my
I
daughter
get girls that look like me being like, I do not know how to do my kids'
Yeah,
hair.
like I need you to, and it's
I'm
like so demanding. Like
Yeah.
It is.
What
Like-
are you, girl? One time I had somebody text my whole phone because I give my number to my clients. Text my whole phone, mind you. Some people you don't see them for a long time. They still got your phone number.
I'm like, who's
Yeah.
this?
Right? I'm like, who's it? She was like, no, hey, no, good morning. She was like, it's not letting me book. I'm trying to book on this. I said it's probably because it's booked, bookie. Like it's booked.
I'm
Like
backed up.
I be having to, when people be rude, I be having to put the phone down for a second.
And
So
just
I'm
take a
not
deep
rude.
breath,
I'm not
yeah.
giving you the same energy back that you gave me because
Gotta make
Yeah.
it
what?
professional. Yeah. Okay, so Tay, I would like to know, do you have any advice for like any new stylists or even people that have been doing hair for a long time? Just any advice in general that you could give?
Be a forever student. Don't ever stop learning. I feel like we say that to ourselves in cosmetology school and then we kind of lose that, especially when you get a certain popularity or you become one of the best at what you do. You treat it like there's nothing else for you to learn, and there's always something for you to learn, whether you've been doing this 4 years or 15 years. There's always something for you to learn. So educate yourself, and it's not enough just to educate yourself from the people that you like, that you follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of stylists right now are picking up things just from the other stylists that they like on Instagram, and they're calling that education.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
you know,
Guilty.
right? And you know, we do the continuing education, you know, for our license, but don't let that be the only time that you educate yourself. And find education that is of substance. We are in an age of information, so everybody's selling a class,
Selling something.
everybody
Yeah.
doing something. But make sure that whoever you're learning from can teach you something that you cannot teach yourself. Make sure that whoever you're learning from is really passionate about what they're doing and that they actually know what they're doing, because everybody's good at marketing now. Everybody knows how to present themselves and make themselves look good, and then you go to their page.
Yep.
Like, everybody loves them. Their hair looks good. Some of their clients' hair look good. But when you go to their page, most of their work looks trash, or you're not seeing results and education. You're not seeing somebody who either looks like you or has clients who looks like your clients, you know.
Yep.
And so don't be afraid to get up under somebody. Like,
Yep.
I feel like sometimes as hairstylists we can get a little prideful and a little arrogant, and we think that because we're learning from somebody else that it means that we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But if you're learning from somebody, it's not going to do anything but make you better. Like, I myself had to do away with some pride even just coming into the salon that I work in right now, because it can make you feel a little inadequate sometimes.
Yep.
But it did nothing but make me better. You know what I'm saying? Learning from somebody did nothing but make me better. And you have to remember that when you're learning from somebody, it's not just them teaching you. It's not, they are not the reason for your success. It's who you are, how you learn, coupled with what they're teaching you.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And so it grows you, it makes you better. Stylists who are coming straight out of school, I know we are in the era of, you know, salon suites and
Yeah.
being alone, but there is so much to gain from being in an open floor salon.
Yeah, there really is.
They come with pros and cons. You
Yep.
know, you are really, beauty school preps you for real, because you have to deal with women's personalities all day.
day.
You know that it's exhausting. You know that it's frustrating. So you're going to know how to deal with that when you go into the salon, but you have to be open to there being good and bad. So you're not going to get along with everybody. Everybody is not going to be your best friend, but it's going to make you better. It's going to grow you. And depending on what your vision is for your career, you're going to reach stuff in the different heights of your career. You're gonna be, I did this before. I battled this before. I worked with somebody like that before. I know how to handle them, you know.
Yep.
And it teaches you how to deal with your clients too, because they have different energy and attitudes as well. Like, surround yourself with people so that it can build you up to teach you how to deal with people, and so that you can learn other things about hair. That way you're not paying for or gullible to all the classes on social social
That is
media. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just telling them how community is so important as a hairstylist. Like we all have something different to offer, and if you isolate yourself, you deprive yourself of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get anything from that. So I would say learn. Like allow yourself to be a student, grow. You know, always check yourself and hold yourself accountable. Like for me, after every service, I'm over inspecting. What could I have done different? What could I have changed?
Even
like,
if I loved it, I'm still like, ooh, that could have been tweaked a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna apply that at the next service, or apply that, you know, the next time I'm with a client whose hair looks similar or something like that. But always be educating yourself, and don't be afraid to get a mentor. Don't be afraid to get up under somebody.
I think that's good. I had one, and I worked under a curly stylist, and I feel like that's the best thing I could have done for myself out of hair school. Because I'm telling you, I was telling her, I was like, I felt like I knew everything, but once you start working around people,
you realize you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Like I'm telling you, like it's the best thing that I could have done for my career. And it's crazy because like the whole pride thing, people think that if you're working for yourself, and I've seen this, they think that if you've been working for yourself this whole time and then you go into a salon that you failed.
I didn't fail. People are doing that lately. And a lot of people are saying I just needed to change.
I didn't fail. I needed something. I knew where I wanted to go in my career, and I knew that I wasn't going to get there without making this change. So I went to go get up under somebody that could teach me what I could not teach myself. I had taught myself everything I could possibly teach myself. I knew that this was a different level, and I needed to go over here. You know what I'm saying? And then the door opened up, and the way was made, and boom, I'm there. And now I'm in a place that I didn't even imagine I could possibly be. You know? And so
I love that.
The best stylists are always the people that are learning.
You have to learn. You have to grow.
Yes, and that are always feeling like that they could have done something different. Like they're always
nobody's
challenging
perfect.
themselves.
Nobody's perfect. There are days where I'm like, okay, I need some more work on that, or like I just need some more practice here, you know, whatever it is. But also like I've only been doing hair 3.5 years, you know, so always learning, I think, is just so important. Just sit back, take a look at yourself, because you don't know everything.
Literally. And I feel like the best stylists I've ever been around know that already. Like it's not even something. So if you find yourself kind of feeling like I pretty much know everything,
no, you don't.
I got everything. It's like you might not be as good as you think that you are. Because the best stylists that I know always know that there's a lot more that they can learn, and they always have other stylists that they admire, especially in things that they don't do. Like I don't do Vivid colors. I know I'm always admiring what those people are doing.
Yes, right. I'm like, that's really cool. I don't want to do that, but y'all are great.
Not the person that's like, well, I could do that if I wanted to, but I don't want to do it. So
mess that up.
Okay, guys, I think that's it. Episode 12. Everyone, tell Tae thank you in the comments for coming on and
follow
sharing
her now.
everything. Go follow her. She's plugged. The salon is plugged. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.